Hey everybody, so we're fixing to get started here, pulling the motor out of the '04, the welding truck. Um, I've got the hood popped up. The first thing I'm gonna do is pull this hood off of here. The air compressor, the AC compressor on the truck's been making kind of a funny noise for about 6 months now, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and replace it too. But I'm gonna study it one last time before I pull this engine and see if I can figure out because it makes a grinding noise, but it also makes a hissing noise when you first turn it on, like it's got a pressure relief valve that it's popping off. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get somebody down here this evening to turn the switch on when I'm looking at it, see if I can't figure out what the heck is going on with it. Because an AC compressor at Napa is about $175, and then to get the system evacuated and recharged is going to be about the same. So I'm looking at $400 if I have to do the AC compressor. And if I can determine that the AC compressor is decent, then I'll probably just pull the compressor off of the block and suspend it, and I won't have to evacuate my lines. That's the plan, at least. I'm gonna kind of try to keep y'all updated as we go, but like I said, the main thing that I'm gonna touch on is I'm gonna pull the hood off, so that it's out of the way. I've got an engine hoist right over there that's got a really high reach on it, so we should be able to get this thing up out of here if we use a short chain. We're gonna pull the hood off. We're gonna pull this front cross member out, pull the intercooler. If we don't have to, we won't pull the lines off the AC condenser. This thing is beat to crap, but most of it's from working on it. So I'll probably, if I can, I'll probably try to take it out. If I wind up doing the AC compressor and pulling it off, then I'll wind up taking this condenser out and I'll wind up rinsing it out. The intercooler, probably the same. I'll do the intercooler for sure. And the radiator, I'm going to take up to town and have them flush it. I'm going to have to refill it anyway. So I'm going to have them flush it and clean it out really good. And may even have them go ahead and put some leak stop in it. I don't know. May get them to go ahead and line it. So that's the main thing. We're gonna have to pull the batteries. Probably pull that battery because that's the tightest side. Have to pull the air box, miscellaneous lines, hoses, all that. My goal is, because it's Friday evening now, my goal is to, and I'm sorry if I don't get these uploaded the same day. I've already got one from this morning when I started it up. To bring it down here that I haven't posted yet, but I'll try to keep y'all updated. No promises. I'm going to try to keep it all the same day as I take the video. No guarantees. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the AC compressor while I've got it out, because it's a whole lot cheaper and a whole lot easier to replace this stuff while the motor's by itself than have to do it with it on the truck, because you go to $1,000 labor bill really fast when you start putting this engine back up in this truck. So it's $400 to replace it when it's on the engine, or it's probably going to be $1,400 to replace it when the engine's back in the engine bay. So probably going to go ahead and do that. I haven't decided yet, but probably going to. When I crank it up one last time before I yank it out, I'm probably going to take a video of the blow-by in this baby. I actually have a video of the blow-by with the valve cover off, because I was trying to see if it was injectors or what. Yeah, we're well beyond injectors, let me just say that. There's enough blow-by on it that the cap won't stay on the hole anymore. It's bad coming from all cylinders. So it's time. I'm excited to get the truck back running. I said in my other video, but I'll say it here as well. I'm going to go back with 45% overstock injectors from diesellogic.com. They're out of Florida. Really excited to get those in. They should be in, I'm hoping, sometime next week, because I'm going to pull this engine tomorrow. My goal is Friday evening, tonight, I'm going to get all the fluids drained out of it, or at least get started draining fluids. So that tomorrow I can immediately just start pulling stuff off and pulling bolts and stuff and pull this baby out of here. But we're going with 45% overstock injectors. I think this is the high output engine. It's the stick shift. So it's got the high output, 325 horsepower, and it's going to put me, I believe, I remember my math is about 475. Is what my horsepower will be. With doing that, my clutch that's in here is a single disc South Bend clutch. It's rated for about 400 horsepower. And 20,000 pounds of towing. When I bought the clutch, it was when the transmission crapped out on me because somebody had it rebuilt and never took it back for a leak check. That made me mad. But anyway, that's beside the point. So anyway, I'm gonna have to go back with a new clutch. When I bought the clutch, I didn't really know. I had just got the truck, didn't really know what I was going to be doing with it other than putting a welder on it. Didn't know about towing and stuff like that I was going to be doing with it. At the time, the only thing we had, the biggest we had was a 14,000 pound trailer. Wasn't too worried about it. Didn't really think about how much the truck weighed. Well, I've since weighed the truck, and the truck weighs in at 11,000 pounds sitting in the shop like it is right now, loaded down with tools. Yeah, it's heavy. And the other thing is I've bought a 30-foot high-deck gooseneck trailer now that's got a 20,000 pound capacity on it. Well, the trailer itself weighs about 8,000 pounds. So I'm running 19,000 pounds just with the truck and an empty trailer. So 20,000 pounds of towing is not cutting it anymore. And the only reason I did not go with a dual disc clutch when I bought it, because I called South Bend and talked to them. By the way, great service. If you're needing a clutch that's going to last, that will hold up. I've towed a 19,000 pound excavator. I'm not recommending this, but I've towed a 19,000 pound excavator on that high deck trailer with this truck. And like I said, the rig itself is 19,000 pounds. The excavator was 19,000 pounds. We were at 38,000 pounds overall. And I didn't have any problems out of the clutch. It jumped a little bit, but I didn't ever flat out slip it. It just jumped. And you know how stick shifts will get a little hop in them when you load them down and you're trying to let out at low speeds. But anyway, so if you want a great clutch, great service, call South Bend. Call South Bend. And if you want a great place to order one, go to thoroughbreddiesels.com because they've got some good stuff up there. I like them for my mechanical stuff, my clutches and stuff like that. Diesel Logic, I'm anxious to see how they work out with my injectors. They actually have a massive back order right now on their 45% injectors because they're 10 to 14 days out on the injectors now before they ship. They have to build them to order. And she said that they used to be about 3 to 5 days out on them, but all of a sudden they got a whole bunch of orders and now they're like 10 to 14 days. So good for them, really good for them, but it kind of sucks for me because I got to wait. But anyway, I think I'm going to try out Motor Plus in Kaufman, Texas. I just tonight found another place in Kemp, Texas that does long blocks as well. I'm going to give them a call tomorrow and see if they're a little bit better on their price. I think it's called Wizard Diesel or something like that. I'd have to look up the name again. But I'm going to kind of get a price between the two of them and see. I'm going to have them dress out the engine. So basically what that means is they have a long block. What that means is they have the block. That comes with timing gears and everything, but no oil pan, no valve cover, stuff like that. And so I'm going to have them dress it out, and I will pull this engine out and take them whatever parts they need. My new dual disc clutch, South Bend dual disc clutch, is going to have a flywheel that comes with it, so I'm going to take the flywheel in with me. And if I buy an AC compressor, I'll take the AC compressor in with me. And then the injectors. I'll take the injectors with the connecting tubes that I bought. I went ahead and paid an extra $200 and got the kit that came with connecting tubes because we're going back with a new engine. Let's just go ahead and do that too. So I've got injectors and connector tubes coming to go with it, and we're gonna see how it works out. Like I said, I'm gonna try to keep all y'all updated. It's about to go down this weekend. Well, it's actually gonna come out. I'm kind of anxious to get this done. I've never done a motor swap before, so we're going to kind of see how that goes. If y'all have any pointers, tips, tricks, let me know, because I've got a friend that he's He's a semi-mechanic. He's got mechanic experience. He used to work up at a dealership in town. So I feel pretty confident that he knows, at least enough about it for us to be dangerous. So we're going to unbolt. The other thing I want to say is we're going to unbolt the engine from the transmission, obviously, and pull it out. Because the transmission on a lot of vehicles, on a car or something where it's got a little light, small transmission, you can pull it out, still attached to the motor if you pull the transfer case loose. I'm not going to do that. That transmission itself weighs, I think, about 500 pounds. This engine weighs 1,100 pounds. So we're going to be pushing it with my engine hoist. We're rated for a half ton or 1,000 pounds at the longest extension. So we're going to try to not have to go all the way there with it. But we'll see how it all works out. Hopefully it goes smooth. We'll pull the engine off the transmission, and then I'll get under there, sit in the engine bay with a new clutch. The clutch is supposed to come in on Monday, so that's good. That means that Monday evening, somewhere around in there, if not in the evening this week, then the weekend, then I will sit down under there and I'll put the new clutch in. Hope that goes smoothly, because I've never done that before either. But hey, you know what? I got YouTube, I got Google, and I'm normally not afraid to try something once, as long as I take my time and try to remember where everything goes. That's the problem. That's another reason I'm going to be taking videos, is because I may need them for my own reference when I get ready to put this thing back together. But I feel pretty comfortable. I'm usually pretty mechanically inclined, so I feel like I can do this. It's new territory for me. So we'll see how that goes. But I got to quit yakking and pull this hood off of this truck, and that way I can start pulling hoses and stuff whenever I get somebody to come turn the switch on for me when I start the engine on this AC compressor. So, wish me luck. Here we go, buddy. It's about to get real. I'm Wesley with Red Manufacturing and Custom Welding. Currently, mobile rig is down right now if you're needing work done, but we're still doing work in the shop. Half a shop, because the truck takes up half the shop. But we're still doing work in shop. If you got a small job you need done, give us a holler. We need the work. And like, share, comment, subscribe, don't hate. See y'all next time.